Antoine Semenyo has made his choice, and it is good news for Manchester City. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to center around this man right here. Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo was set to become the most wanted man in the upcoming January transfer window. A lot of speculation surrounding where his footballing future would lie, especially after it was revealed that a release clause was set to become active throughout the majority of the upcoming winter transfer window. A lot of teams seemingly after him, the likes of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, just to name a few. But it seems the 25-year-old has made his choice, and his choice is Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. We're going to be talking about Antoine Semenyo again. We're going to be talking about the potential transfer that is set to become come to fruition over the next coming days, weeks, at least until that release clause runs out for Antoine Semenyo. But before we go any further discussing all of that and much more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. And of course, I encourage you all to get involved in the comment section down below. Use and abuse that section, people, and talk to me on what you make about this potential transfer of Antoine Semenyo to Manchester City. Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling, because I'm sure what you have to say will make for great and interesting reading down there. Otherwise, let's get on with the video. Let's talk Antoine Semenyo and a potential transfer to Manchester City this January. I'm jealous. I'll say it first and foremost. I am jealous. If anybody has been following this channel, you'll know that for a while I have been waxing lyrical and speaking very highly of praise of Antoine Semenyo. I rate this guy very, very highly. I've been very impressed with him over the past couple of years at Bournemouth, and I'm jealous of Manchester City right now. I'm jealous that he's chosen them. I was kind of hoping that Liverpool would get something done in this regard, especially after the injury to Alexander Isak. I was thinking that maybe something was to come to fruition as far as what Liverpool are concerned. But no, I am definitely jealous of this potential transfer. I'm not going to change my tune. I'm not going to change my opinion on Semenyo just because he's now joining what is seemingly a rival in Manchester City. I rate this guy highly, and that doesn't change. The story goes is that obviously a release clause was set to become active for the majority of the winter transfer window as far as what Semenyo was concerned, seemingly in the region of £65 million, which is, as I've said before, an absolute steal in my opinion, and something that a lot of teams should have been jumping on, not just City, but of course, as we know, there was heavy speculation surrounding a potential move to Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Tottenham was seemingly involved for at least a little while, but no one was really expecting him to join Tottenham, with all due respect. But it is Manchester City who have seemingly won the race. Now it's about tying up this deal, doing all the formalities and all of that kind of stuff to make sure this transfer gets over the line. Still a long way to go, but the likes of David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano were pretty confident yesterday that this deal will go ahead eventually. The likes of Ornstein and Romano have stated that in the past 24 hours or so, City have been making significant steps to try and make sure that they secure the deal of signing Antoine Semenyo, convincing him to join the Etihad and Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Then, of course, last night it broke that Semenyo had made his choice, rejecting the likes of Chelsea, rejecting the likes of Manchester United, rejecting the likes of Liverpool, and so on and so forth, in favour of joining Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. And I think this is a fantastic signing for Man City. I really, really do. As I've stated before, I really rate Semenyo, and I think that he has a lot to offer any team that he joined in this transfer window. Not just in terms of output. We know that his goals and assists over the past couple of years have actually been very decent as far as what Bournemouth are concerned. But not just in terms of that, but in terms of what he can offer when he's not contributing in terms of goals and assists, in terms of, you know, getting people off their seat and being eye-catching, got great technical ability. He's very creative, he's got skill, he's got flair, he's got pace. He has got everything that you could want from a winger in the offensive, in an offensive stature, but also in a defending stature as well. You know, this guy will work hard. He'll run up and down that wing for you all day long. Pressing, very much on point. Tackling, you know, he likes to get stuck in and win the ball back high for his team. You know, all of those kind of attributes I think are going to work wonders for Pep Guardiola and for Manchester City going forward. And it's a fantastic reinforcement to get in January, especially when you consider that, you know, City at this moment of time, in terms of at the time of recording, are only 2 points off of Arsenal going into the next round of Premier League fixtures. Obviously, that gap could either be closed or that gap could be overtaken or maybe even slightly further away by the time, obviously, the January transfer window does come around. But either way, it's a fantastic signing for Man City in terms of bulking up and reinforcing their attacking options, but also to get over that mental edge over their rivals in terms of, we've still got it. We've still got that pull. We've still got that that it factor that players want to play for. And again, if a team like Arsenal were genuinely involved and they wanted him, that's a massive kind of W, shall we say, off the pitch, as well as obviously on it, as far as what Antoine Semenyo to Manchester City is concerned. Like I say, Romano stays that there's still a lot of formalities to obviously make sure this deal gets over the line, but it does seem like it's an open goal now for City. This Semenyo seemingly rejected other clubs from elsewhere, with there being a release clause as well. You'd also imagine that this deal is going to be easier to get over the line than most other deals. So there's that aspect to consider as well. But like I said, this is a fantastic move for Manchester City, in my opinion. A fantastic move as well, maybe for Semenyo. It's going to be interesting to see how he fits in with a Pep Guardiola system, and obviously how long Pep Guardiola is going to be there for anyway. Because, of course, you know, you don't just buy players for a specific manager. You're going to buy players for the long-term project. And at 25 years of age, Semenyo is ready right now, but has still got a few years left ahead of him. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in with the system now, how he fits in with the system later on down the line. Because I've always said, like, I've said since the summer that this guy reminds me so much of Sadio Mane when he made the switch from Southampton to Liverpool. He was clearly ready for a step up, with all due respect to their previous clubs, but it was all about whether or not he would fit in, and Sadio Mane fitted in perfectly with Liverpool. I think Semenyo will fit in with City. It may not be like kind of hitting the ground running. There may be some there may be some kind of understanding the system kind of things, because often I find that when a team goes from being like the main man pretty much at a albeit considered a smaller club, with all due respect, in Bournemouth, to a team like Manchester City, and especially with the way that Guardiola would want you to play, there are probably going to be some micromanaging kind of things going on that will kind of maybe take a little bit out of your individual game, but may work as more of a team game. So I think that there may be some kind of fitting in issues, but I would only see them being minor. I'm not going to see them as major. I'm not going to see it as a major issue to be concerned or worried about as far as City are concerned. It just may be a little bit of bedding in process as far as what Antoine Semenyo is concerned at Manchester City. But I rate this signing so much, if it is obviously to go ahead, which seems like it's going to be pretty much easy to do. City have got one hell of a player on their hands. I really, really do rate it. Rate it extremely highly. Antoine Semenyo, for me, a brilliant signing for City, and a brilliant statement of intent for Manchester City for the immediate future, as much as it is for the long-term future. Antoine Semenyo, for me, with his output in terms of goals, assists, creativity, skill, flair, pace, power, defensive contributions as well, and of course versatility. He can play anywhere across the forward line, right, left, even through the centre at times. I know he's more predominantly on the left, but obviously his versatility can take him anywhere across that forward line. I think this is a perfect signing for Manchester City, whether it be in the short term or the long term. I can't speak highly enough on this potential deal. But that's all I have to say on that. Those are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys are thinking and feeling. What do you make about Antoine Semenyo potentially joining Manchester City this January in the upcoming winter transfer window? It seems like it is pretty much done and dusted as far as what this saga is concerned. It just seems like City have got to go through the formalities of getting this deal over the line, green lit, and then obviously done, dusted, official and confirmed. Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling down below in the comment section. Use and abuse that section, people. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new and want to see more content like this. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I will see and speak with you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a good Christmas as well. Last video before Christmas, of course. Have a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate this time of year. Whatever it is you're doing, stay safe, have fun, enjoy it with loved ones. Whatever you're doing, just have fun. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays, and I will see and speak to you all again soon in a video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good Christmas. Take it easy. See you soon.